So, just want to show you some of the problems that we had. Pond 4. You see here, this bank has gone. Basically what happened was the rain, they had really heavy rain, and the channel which runs down the back, down the side here, wasn't deep enough to cope with the overfill, so then water tops over, rushed through the bank and swept that way, so that's needing to be repaired. Good old Ronald there worked in the pouring rain to fix it for us. So what he did was he's left this bit, but he's enlarged it here so that this part channel can go down, the water gets channeled down between the ponds. And then even this one, this is the, you haven't seen this yet, this is the new breeding pond which was finished, but again the water came down from up here, down this slope, and there wasn't a channel there, and so it just swept over and ruined this side here. So there's a bit of work to be done on there, but nothing too minimal, and they've dug a channel there to fix it. So yeah, anyway, some of the issues you've got to deal with, and you know, climate change for fish farmers, that's one of the impacts, that you have to prevent such flooding. Now we were fortunate, it wasn't really that bad because we'd planned for it in terms of trenches and things, but if you are next to a water source and it overtops, you can imagine that whole area of Malachi is floods. Basically all your fish swim out and then you've got a real problem. So yeah, anyway, so this is where we've got to. So this is the breeding pond, which basically channels the water from up there, where the other inlet is, down to this one. Water goes down from that bottom pipe along to the male and the female pond in the distance, and then from here, that pipe there goes into here, the breeding pond. So this is where we'll put them to breed, effectively, to make nests. We'll put happers in, which is like little nets inside the pond. Yeah, and then we can breed them from there. But it's also, you can see we're not using it now, but we can potentially use it for some of our fish if we need to, if we're not in the middle of breeding them. Yeah, so you can see this is the male and the female pond. Our fish are in that far one. Sorry, this one here. Yeah, we do need to net this with some bird nets, a bit like that over there, so we'll be doing that as well at some point. Yeah, it's looking good. This tree got can't climb it. It'll be alright, survive, but it was down there a bit more. And there's we were asking about the drainage ditch just there. That basically is the harvesting basin. So when you drain your pond, the fish will of course go to the lowest part of the water, it's trying to escape. We put that there so we can harvest them from that basin. And there's the pipe that runs out, exits there. So in case we have trouble, we get some small fish that swim down, we'll put a net at the other end and then we can catch them from there. So we thought it through. We do need to do something about these fence posts, because this is to stop the cows coming in. Now of course we've just made a little ramp for them to get in, so we'll have to do something now. So yeah, anyway, it's looking good. There you can see how much water there was. It's just totally filled up. See, this is the fish from Lake Chogga. Can you see them? So we have seen a few. I think 12 have died. Is that right?
Yeah.
We've lost 12, and not surprising really. And we have also seen a few floating around that when they swim, and then they see you, and you can touch them, and they just sort of lazily swim away, which basically means they're a bit weak. They should be, you know, really sort of moving away quite quickly. So we were going to treat these fish maybe today or tomorrow, but we might leave it a bit longer just to give them a bit longer chance to recuperate. The disadvantages, of course, is that you increase the odds of passing anything on, any parasites or anything, to the other ponds, which we really don't want to do. So we just need to sort of be a bit careful of that. So this is the breeding pond, the harvesting basin. You can see that the rains have had a bit of an impact and weakened some of these banks, so we'll repair that. And the level's not quite right because we've got water pooling down there, water pooling here, and it should all sort of drain down to meet there at the harvesting basin. So we've got a few corrections to be made, and yeah, I've said that before about fixing ponds, but it's just part of the procedure of getting this done. So yeah, but it's a decent size, 20 by 22.